It happens with
You
her.
pass out, I feel you on your own.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Kim Lauritsen, and I am the head of the voice department at the Music Settlement. I also teach in the Suzuki department, which I'm reminded is on the back of my shirt. So if you see the word Suzuki in the concert, this is not a Suzuki recital. I just also teach on that faculty. And if you want a Suzuki camp for your kids, first week of August, it's awesome. Okay, back to, this is the Settlement Singers. We are here as part of the International Music Choir Camp, and they've been meeting every day from 9 to 12, singing for 3 hours straight and practicing when they go home. They're tired, and they're excited to perform for you all. And I'm really, really proud of all the dedication and hard work they've shown. It's a lot of work to prepare 6 songs in 5 days. You wouldn't believe how much work. Our first piece that we're going to perform for you today is by Harry Belafonte, who released an album of the same name in 1977. It's called Turn the World Around. Harry Belafonte said that he was inspired to write the piece when he visited Guinea, where he met with a storyteller who told him a story from African mythology about the fire, the sun, the water, and the earth, and that those things all put together turn the world around. And Belafonte said in 1979, when he was explaining the song on The Muppet Show, which is an awesome fun thing to watch if you want to Google it later, we are all here for a very short time, and in that time we're here, there really isn't any difference in any of us if we take the time out to understand one another. The question is, do I know who you are? Do I know who I am? Do we care about each other? Because if we do, together we can turn the world around. Give me 1 second. It's trying to do half-page turns, which will not do. Just take it out of that one. Nope. There.
We come from the fire, living in the fire. Go back to
from the folk song traditions or composed traditions of other countries. And this next piece is I Hi Yo. That was one of the best things that came of this camp, is learning about other cultures and the context that the songs come from. And I Hi Yo comes out of the Chinese celebration of the Mid-Autumn Festival, or the Moon Festival. This festival, which is celebrated according to our calendar around mid-September or early October, is organized around the full harvest moon and dates back more than 3,000 years. The moon goddess Chang'e, who we learned has a rabbit in the moon, which is awesome, is reverenced as a symbol of fertility, and moon cakes are shared and enjoyed. Elaborate lanterns are constructed and displayed, and in southern China, there are also sometimes dragon and lion dances with great percussion in the background. The text of this piece means, the warm sun shines on the earth, the new year has arrived. May every household be happy. May the next year have a good harvest. we learned about from my friend Eve McPherson, Dr. Eve McPherson. She has studied intensively Turkish call to prayer music and did her doctorate in ethnomusicology at Berkeley, and currently teaches at Kent State University, Trumbull campus. And she helped us all understand the basic building blocks of Turkish music. The makam, or the melody, is a mode or pitch set that's used to construct the tune of the song. Each makam has a particular melodic contour or shape that it adheres to, as well as particular pitches that fit within the set and vary depending on if you're in the high version or low version of those pitches. And not to mention, it's also, what's the word? Microtonal. So there are little divisions of pitch between our natural half step. There are at least 12 possible divisions of those little intervals as well, 9 really used. She also, and also the makam, I'm sorry, and then, there's the rhythmic patterns. There's also 600 documented makams, those little melodic patterns, modes, lots to choose from. She also demonstrated 7 common usuls, that's the word I was looking for, usuls, or rhythmic accompaniment patterns, that she had us try along with her, using a drum pattern, dum for the center point and ka for the edge of the drum. The text of our piece, when we sing it in Turkish, means, "On the way to Üsküdar, it began to rain. My scribe has a long coat and a muddy skirt." All right, so our next piece is called Shosholoza, and it originally came from black South African workers who, under apartheid, were transported by train to work in mines across parts of South Africa. And you can hear a little bit of the sound of the rails just in the onomatopoetic pronunciation of the word shosholoza, shosholoza. It sounds a little like a train. Also, the lyrics, of course, also refer to the train as well. It is a call and response song where a leader shouts out the new section of music, and then the chorus responds by singing the called upon section of music. Call and response songs are often used in lots of cultures, but particularly I know about them from African culture and then African American culture, to coordinate the actions of a group working together at a task. The words are in a dialect called Fangalo, which includes aspects of Xhosa, Zulu, Ndebele. It kind of became a hybrid language as these people were thrown together on trains and stuck together, working together. They found a way to communicate by combining their languages into something that they could speak. The song itself became symbolic, a symbolic unifying song during apartheid, often sung at rallies and public events. And Nelson Mandela remembered singing it with his work crew when he was imprisoned for 27 years at Robben Island. It's now commonly sung at many national events, including notably rugby games from the Springboks team, as is depicted in the movie Invictus, Clint Eastwood film. Also, I wanted to mention that those same Black South Africans who worked in these mines and invented the song invented a way to communicate with each other using, they weren't allowed to speak because of the control of their overseers. And so they decided that they needed some way to at least say, hey, the boss is coming, or boy, it's really dark and unpleasant down here, or whatever needed to be communicated. And so they came up with a code using what they call gum boots or wellies or rain boots. And so if the boss was coming and everybody needed to stop loafing and taking a rest and start working again, somebody would slap the water on the ground and back pat their legs. And then everybody would know, oh, okay, just look busy. Or if they had something important like danger or things like that, they can communicate those things as well. So part of what we're going to do is some actions that are inspired by, not directly from, the gumboot dances that are sometimes done to this song. Mike. Oh yes, thank you.
South Africa.
that was our soloist on that, by the way, I should have announced before, was Penny Allen, who is one of our valued members. I'm going to introduce, actually, I should just grab this and walk around a little bit so that I'm not standing in front of you all as I introduce who you are. So can I introduce our members individually? Bonnie Aiken, can you wave? Hello. And Penny Allen, you heard as a soloist. Harold DeWeaver, baritone and friend and unofficial photographer of the group. Robin Dubin in the back row. Let's see, Liz Gockel, yay. Chris Mann, hello. And Janine Matheny, hello. Make sure I'm not blocking you. Linda Meyer, hello, hello. Sally Miller, and Victoria Wagner. And missing from us today is James Williams. I hope your dad's doing well, James. He's taking care of his father, so sorry we're missing him today. And then over on the piano is the one and only Linda Allen. I remember meeting Linda when I first started at the Music Settlement, and she is still the most knowledgeable person about anything you want to know about the Music Settlement, because she is like, I think you live there, is that right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So our next piece is entitled Arirang, and it is a beautiful arrangement of a song which is included in the UNESCO Intangible Cultural Heritage List. It's more than 600 years old, and there are more than 3,600 variations of the tune that exist. It's sung in both North and South Korea, and because of that, it's become a symbol of unity among the people of that area. During the Japanese occupation of Korea from 1910 to 1945, singing any patriotic Korean songs was strictly prohibited, and so Arirang emerged as an unofficial national anthem that they were allowed to sing, and it was then used during certain resistance movements against the Japanese occupation. And to this day, it remains a very culturally important piece. So here is Arirang. encourage anyone out there, including husbands, if they would like to come and join the Settlement Singers in our fall semester. We would be honored to have you. We started out as a choir for 55 or better, so you had to be at least 55 years old. But now we have opened it, so if you are an adult, or an adult. I don't think I do want teenagers today. And you can come on Thursdays between 10:30 to 12 on those mornings. You will see that we have a fabulous sense of community. They really get to know each other. Thanks to Chris, who is our unofficial social liaison. We have fun brunches. These are my new besties up here. So please come and join us. We'd love to have you be one of my new besties too. Our last piece comes from the land of Israel. It is a combination of two Israeli folk songs. And the text of the first piece means, "Goodbye, good friends, until we meet again." And then you'll hear us introduce that one slowly and grandly as we say goodbye to our friends. And then it'll become a little faster and be sung in a round, so you can listen to the piece being layered. And then the second piece is Shalom Alechem, which means peace be unto you. It is a traditional Jewish greeting to which one responds Alechem Shalom. This may seem familiar if you are also a Muslim or a Christian who have similar phrases that have the same biblical origin or root. In Arabic, you may have heard someone say Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. In Christianity, you might hear at church, peace be with you, and also with you, or peace be with you and with thy spirit. I thought that it was a great way to end our concert, since it's a unifying greeting that we all can appreciate from one another. And both the piece also has a nice, great energy. And I want to wish you all Shalom Aleichem. Should we keep the live stream on, Chris? Okay. Wow. Oh,
say how much we appreciate you.
Yes,
And
you.
Linda.
Thank you for Daisies, for you both, because of all the hard work.
Thank
And
you.
there's a little flower for Carolyn, because she was going to be that.
She was going to be our drummer.
But you
It's
put
a
so
get
much
well
work into
flower.
this, and
Aw.
we are so appreciative.
Thank you so much.
You know how much you did. We probably don't know how much you did,
Oh.
but we know you did a lot.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. And thank you, everybody that tuned in on the live stream. Can we all say a big thank you together? 1, 2, 3. Thank
Thank
you.
you, everybody. See you next week.
Thank you so
Oh,
much,
we
you
won't
guys.
forget
That's
next
so
week.
sweet.
Oh,
The daisies
we
are
did next
lovely.
week. I got caught up.
Hey.
Not smile if you're on another
Right,
side.
exactly. Happy.
Uh-oh.
Well, y'all ready to party at the park?
Yeah.